Welcome to the first part of this new series that I've decided to call A Brief History of Digimon V-Pets. Thank you, Stephen Hawking, for that title. In this series, I'll be going over the various Digimon virtual pets that have come out over the years, including their main features, a few of the Digimon available on each, and what I think about them. Of course, we can't start talking about Digimon without first talking about where it came from, Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi was first released by Bandai in 1996 and was a massive success, not just in Japan, but all over the world. It was the first electronic toy of its kind, featuring a different kind of more passive gameplay than other electronic toys at the time. Unlike other toys, you wouldn't just pull this out to play with for an hour, you would play with it for a few minutes at a time and just make sure that the little creature you were raising had its needs taken care of. Many virtual pet staples came from these devices, including feeding your pet, turning out the lights when it gets tired, playing games with it, and healing it when it gets sick. Now mine isn't sick right now, so I'm not going to heal it. The goal was to keep your Tamagotchi alive as long as possible. Every day that you kept it alive, it would increase in age by 1. So currently, mine is 2 years old because it has been alive for 2 days. If you did well enough, it would stay alive for weeks. Comparing it to other games, that age can kind of be seen as your score. So you would see kids bragging about how long they were able to keep theirs alive, with everyone else trying to go even longer to beat that score. Because of its success, Tamagotchi was able to release a second version, which was the first virtual pet I ever played with back in 1997. Now, this is not my original Tamagotchi right here. Mine unfortunately has been lost to time, but this is a re-release of sorts that came out a few years back that is mostly identical to that Gen 2 that I originally had. What really made me love it was the fact that your character would transform into a new character over time, based on how you raised it. As a kid, I only ever got the bad characters, Takochi and Kusachi, but I loved them, and still do. My favorite Tamagotchi character is of course Tarakochi from the Gen 1, though it was Mamechi, Mimichi, and Kuchipachi that would be featured the most in later Tamagotchi releases. While a lot of Tamagotchi features would remain in Digimon, one staple did not: discipline. Tamagotchi was about raising a well-behaved pet, not a monster for battle, so you would have to scold your pet when it did something bad. Apart from the original Tamagotchi, several other versions were made with specific themes, like the ocean, featuring aquatic Tamagotchi, the garden, featuring insect Tamagotchi, or even the Mothra, featuring, well, Mothra. Some of these devices released exclusively in Japan, while others saw releases in other countries as well. Then the new releases stopped coming out for a few years, but came back in a big way with the Tamagotchi Connection in 2004. And Tamagotchi has continued to evolve in different ways ever since. As of late, they've also seen many collaborations with other franchises, such as Pac-Man, Gudetama, and Pokemon. As for my personal favorite, I really love the Tamagotchi Connection V2, thanks to the characters it uses and the introduction of the shop. Plus, the Connection series overall has some great features, like being able to connect to other devices using the infrared sensor on the top. This would allow you to make friends with other Tamagotchis and potentially fall in love and start a family. That's right, instead of connecting to battle, Tamagotchi connect to get married and have kids. Modern Tamagotchi are also notable because they have full-color screens and app connectivity, something I would love to see come to Digimon. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of the new major Tamagotchi releases, as the aesthetics have changed a lot from what they used to be, but if you like its current style, they're definitely worth checking out. That is it for part 1 of this series. Next time we will be going over the original Digital Monster virtual pet, which was the starting point for the entire Digimon franchise. I hope this has been informative, and I look forward to sharing more with you next time.